Good evening to those of you at home as well as here in the auditorium. We'd like to welcome you to Jackson Memorial High School. That will be presenting on both high schools, which we think are outstanding. And tonight we hope to give you a good overview of what to expect, as well as programs and opportunities your children will have here at the high schools. Tonight I'll be speaking along with a number of supervisors, as well as a couple teachers who will speak to you about their programs. So again, I'd like to welcome you. My name is Kurt Holtz. I am the Director of Guidance for the Jackson Public Schools, and I'm very excited to be here tonight with you. This is a little bit different than we've done in the past, primarily because of our COVID situation, but in the future, students will have an opportunity to visit the high schools like we've done prior to school opening, and see the schools and be in the schools to kind of get a feel for what it's like to actually be in the high school and know where classrooms are, etc. And that'll happen definitely before school opens, and typically it's a week or two before we actually have classes in session, so there will be another orientation program for them. Over the past few days, we've been meeting with students in both schools, McAuliffe and Getz, and some of them are wondering, why are we going and meeting with them in November to discuss high school stuff that is so far down the road? Well, for parents, we know it's not that far down the road. To the kids, it's eons away and too much time, and they don't need to have the information now. But for some of you, you may be evaluating whether or not to send your kids to the schools here in Jackson. You may be looking at private schools, or you may be looking at the full-time vocational schools. So what we want to make sure you have is that information, so you make an informed decision. And selfishly, and with a biased opinion, we believe we have better programs than what you'll see in other schools. In terms of, excuse me, in terms of what's on the screen behind me, it's our mission statement. And that drives everything we do here in Jackson. That identifies our goals and hopefully what showcase programs. You look at our ROTC program here, we'll have our STEM academies and other academies. But beyond that, just our general curriculum that we offer is a wonderful opportunity for your kids to have a great experience. We focus a lot on SEL for our students. So again, not only the academic piece of it, but the social emotional learning piece of it. So they're going to get a full, broad range of academic programs, but also social emotional learning. Next slide, please. Thank you. And up behind me now is our graduation requirements, just to give you an idea of what's required in our schools. Again, this is the minimum requirement that students will have to graduate high school. In addition to completing these course sequence of requirements, though, students must demonstrate also proficiency on a state assessment. Right now, there's also multiple pathways to meet that, not only with the state assessment, but with the SAT, PSAT, ACT, and other assessments that we give. Now, our students here in Jackson will all take the PSAT during their sophomore and junior year. And that's important because it opens up different avenues for kids in college experience. Once they take that assessment, they're able to utilize the College Board websites for a lot of tools regarding college planning and preparation. Minimally, students will need to complete 130 credit hours for graduation. The credit requirement exceeds many school districts in the state of New Jersey. Realize that the 120 credit hours is a requirement. I apologize. Where was I? Okay, the 120 credit hours is the minimum the state requires. Jackson exceeds that, so we're quite proud of that. We do that through our block schedule. I apologize. I'm going to move through this a little more quickly here. I'm having a problem. Yeah, I'm going to, if you could.
So again, my name's Teresa LaCitra, and again, welcome to everyone who's here in person and for all of you at home. So we're talking about the minimum requirements and what we're requiring for graduation. Know that if you're here and if you're at home, this whole presentation is on the Jackson website, so all of this information will be available to you. Okay, I got it. I'm good. Choosing classes. Students will be choosing classes with their guidance counselors beginning in January. That's why, again, we're trying to be proactive to not only let them know some of the opportunities that are available, but also to give them some background knowledge as to what those classes are. When you look up at the sheet, there's a worksheet that they can utilize, and at the end of this presentation, there's also a link to the program of studies, which will give you an accurate description of all of the classes that the high school has to offer, not only sequentially, but what the prerequisites might be. We offer a variety of classes at both the college prep level, the honors level, for AP, for advanced placement, and also we have a dual credit program where students can take high school classes through OCC and graduate with college credits, and some of them can even get an associate's degree. We also share with you what our suggested course sequence is as far as what the required classes are, and also when we talk about some other options like the Academies of Learning that we showcase in Jackson, those course sequences are also available online and also through the program of studies. Students have the opportunity of not only attending our comprehensive program here, but we also have a VOTEC program if that is something that interests them. Okay, thank you. We offer over 22 classes in advanced placement, and that would give your child an opportunity to earn college credit while they are in high school. Many colleges accept an AP score of 3 or higher in order to meet a college level requirement. So that serves a dual purpose. It gives your child a college experience in their learning, and it also helps with tuition costs and their credit fulfillment when they get into college. So the anticipating scheduling timeline is up here. Like I said, we're talking to you now. We all, my team here, we presented at Getz on Friday to the 8th graders and to McAuliffe yesterday. We're giving this opportunity to the parents so that we can give you some more information and that we can also showcase some of the other things that we have available in the high school. In January, your child will be meeting with their guidance counselors and begin that course selection process. If your child decides to try out for one of the academies, we will be posting that application process in December, and then they will be given information as to either their test, their assessment test for entrance, or their performance test. 2 academies, ROTC and the Digital Media Academy. The students have to register for a freshman level class. Again, we're here to provide you with all that information tonight to, again, let you know where your options are and guide you along the way. So the Jackson School District, aside with the comprehensive program that we offer that many, many students take, we also offer very specific learning academies that would appeal to your child's interest, readiness, and abilities. We have 5 different programs that we're going to go into tonight in more detail, the first of them being the STEM Academy. STEM is an acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. If your child is interested in any of those 4 domains, the STEM Academy might be a good choice for them. It is a rigorous program that takes students through a learning experience where they engage in problem-based learning, actual simulations. Students have been witness to live surgeries going on, and they also have learning experiences where they have master speakers coming in, and they also go on on-site visits. The STEM Academy also provides them with internships in their senior year. So to learn more specifically about the academies, we're going to be showing you some brief videos where you will hear from the students themselves and actually see true learning going on in the classroom. So I present to you the STEM Academy.
The Jackson STEM Academy is designed to meet the needs of students who have a thirst for a science, technology, engineering, and math-focused education.
Hi, I'm Kenny Bonacore, and I've been in the STEM Academy for the past 3 years. In the Academy, you get a lot of experiences in certain fields that you typically wouldn't get otherwise in your basic science class or your basic math class.
This program is a cohort style where students are teamed together for many of their classes throughout the school day, which helps students grow strong relationships and enhances a collaborative approach to learning.
I'm Brooke Kirkowski, and I've been in the Academy for 3 years. The STEM Academy helped me further my passion for science by taking specific classes in the subject.
Students in the STEM Academy will choose a career path beginning in their junior year. These pathways include life and biomedical sciences, physical sciences, computer science, and engineering. Students will have the opportunity to have exclusive access to a variety of honors and AP level courses, which will help prepare them for college and a career in their chosen pathway.
The Academy really does prepare you for a career in this field because you get to have experiences that most other students wouldn't have.
Some STEM Academy experiences include field research trips, guest speakers, social events, and competitive science and math leagues, as well as additional competitions in other areas such as robotics.
The best part about being in the Academy is probably all the people you get to meet and all the fun experiences you get to have.
My name is Cheyenne Thayer. I've been in the STEM Academy for 4 years. If you are interested in science, technology, or engineering, even math, the STEM Academy is where you want to be.
There is also an authentic internship opportunity with local businesses and beyond. So are you a candidate for the Jackson STEM Academy? If you have a strong interest in science, technology, engineering, or math, I highly recommend you apply today. Application to the STEM Academy includes a review of grades, standardized test scores, an essay, and a placement test, which will be administered in February.
So that gave you a brief overview of the STEM Academy. And to talk about our next academy, JAB, the Jackson Academy of Business, I'd like to welcome our Vice Principal of the Memorial High School, Mr. Dan McDevitt.
Good evening, everybody. It's hard to believe, 31 years ago I started in this district, and to this day I still tell people I think the Jackson School District is the best kept secret in the state of New Jersey. I've seen a lot of things here in the past 31 years and what we offer in other districts. Like I said, I think we're the best kept secret. But getting to the academies, we have several academies that are here. They're all high quality academies. If your students are interested in any one of them, you know, I strongly suggest let them pursue that, no matter which one it is. Their curriculum is robust. The activities that they offer outside of the classroom are what really make the academies. But I'm here to talk about the Academy of Business. I have with me here tonight Mr. David Bender. He is Assistant Principal at Jackson Liberty. He is the administrator that takes care of the Academy on the Liberty side of town. I take care of the Academy of Business on the Memorial side of town. And really what the goal of the Academy of Business is, number one, to give a strong foundation, obviously, in all different areas in the business field. We have courses in all different disciplines, and our teachers come from various backgrounds with their strengths being in different fields. The other piece of that is to help students get accepted to schools that they want to go to, hopefully with the Academy on the transcript. You know, that'll give them a little bump over somebody that's taking the same courses, but hasn't had the Academy experience. So the Academy experience, we're connected with Rutgers University now. We do the Ruby project with them, the Rutgers University Business Youth Program, where our sophomores, juniors, and seniors work with Rutgers University, get lectures from college professors, work with undergrads and graduate students there to perform tasks and complete projects. We work with Ocean County Community College for competitions there. We do DECA, we do FBLA as part of the academy. So there are a lot of things outside of the classroom, some of which other students can participate in, some that are limited just to the academy students, but the out-of-classroom experiences are what make the difference between the academies and the non-academies. But you don't have to hear it from me. I'm going to let you hear it from some of our students in the video that's been produced for the Academy of Business.
The Jackson Academy of Business is a small school within our high schools that prepares students for academic and professional success in the business arena.
Hi, I'm Dakota Calcaterra, and I've been in the Academy all 4 years of high school. I joined the Academy because I wanted to try and improve my knowledge of, basically everything that has to do with business, and to try and get a better understanding of, the adult world, really.
Students gain a broad-based business education through a carefully selected, rigorous course load filled with related academic coursework that includes honors and AP level classes.
Hi, I'm Brennan Bone, and I've been in the Academy of Business since I was a freshman. The Business Academy will help me pursue my passions throughout the next few years of my life.
They also acquire practical hands-on experiences through job shadowing, internships, and academic field trips.
Hi, my name is Noelle Powers, and this is my 4th year being in the Business Academy. The best part is definitely the connections you make with all the teachers. When you join, you get to know a bunch of the business teachers, and they're looking out for you beyond just your academics. They want you to succeed in your personal life, so they always want you to do your best no matter what.
The Jackson Academy of Business also works with the Rutgers Business School and their Rutgers University Business for Youth Ruby program.
And we go on numerous trips throughout the year, and some of my favorite memories come from the Ruby program.
The program provides Academy students with experiential learning and networking with other high school students and college and professional mentors. Students of the Academy gain greater opportunities to attend the college of their choice as a result of a firm foundation in business studies. They also enhance their college resumes through participation in regional, state, national, and international competitions through DECA, FBLA, and other local or state business competitions. Graduates of the Jackson Academy of Business have gone on to study at the University of Delaware, Bentley College, the College of New Jersey, Syracuse University, Fairleigh Dickinson, Penn State, Monmouth University, and Seton Hall, to name a few. For more information, you can visit jacksonacademies.com or the Jackson School District website under Departments and Programs.
I'm going to move over to the Air Force Junior ROTC program. And it is my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce Major McIngdone.
Good evening. My fellow instructors with me here tonight, Chief Master Sergeant Mike Sylvester. We're not in the Air Force. We're both retired from the Air Force, have over 60 years combined service time, and we work now for the Jackson School District as teachers. The program has been in this high school since 1978, and if some of you went to this high school, then you know about the program. It's been here for 43 years, and I would like to talk about the program. I'd like to tell you what the program is not. It's not a recruitment for the United States Air Force or for any military service. Matter of fact, it's a violation of public law if we use the program to try to recruit. There's no requirement whatsoever whether a student does 1 year or 4 years. Matter of fact, what's an interesting point is that more students that graduate Jackson Memorial High School go in the military that are not in my program than are in my program. That's kind of interesting. But if they do take the program, they do decide to go in the military, they will get 2 stripes out of basic training if they do at least 3 years. There are over 900 ROTC programs in the Air Force ROTC program within the United States and over 120,000 cadets. We have 120, but the biggest part of the program is what happens after school. We have competitive drill teams, color guard, honor guard, model rocket club, model airplane club, and we're bringing on board now a flight simulator club. There are scholarship opportunities to earn a 4-year scholarship for ROTC at college. There's also scholarships to earn your private pilot's license at no cost to the student. So there's a lot of great opportunities. Since it is a school, there's an academic component. Since the Air Force sponsors the program, the component is aerospace science, and there are 3 courses the students will take: the history of flight, the science and physics of flight, and the exploration of space, which is really an introduction to astronomy course. Then there's the leadership component, which talks about communication, teamwork, leadership. We try to explain to the kids how to speak without saying like every other word, and explain to them that writing is not the same as texting, and what we call life skills, that when you go for a job interview, that you'll be successful in that endeavor. So we had a short video to show you, then we'll be available for any questions. We do have brochures in the back of the class, the back of the auditorium, that explains a more detailed description of the course levels. Thank you.
The Air Force Junior ROTC program provides citizenship training and an aerospace science program for high school students in the Jackson School District. The program is held at Jackson Memorial High School and has been around since 1978. We currently have 115 cadets from both high schools, and students from Liberty are bused each day to Memorial to take the classes.
ROTC is best for really anyone that's looking to improve themselves. I would say
that may not typically be covered in a high school setting, such as leadership and character building. Activities can include drone flights, cyber patriot, rocketry, drill and color guard teams, and marksmanship. Additionally, there's the possibility of receiving your private pilot license through a scholarship program offered by the National Junior ROTC. Lastly, it's important to mention that the program focuses heavily on community service that helps instill a sense of pride and citizenship. Cadets are involved in programs such as helping the local food pantry, assisting veterans organizations, and maintaining local parks.
Hi, my name is Gabriella Reese. I'm a cadet senior master sergeant for the unit, and I'm the command chief. ROTC is definitely all about the community. You meet a lot of good people here, builds on self-confidence skills, people skills, skills you'll use in the real world.
If interested in joining, please speak with your guidance counselor. If you're looking for a challenging and exciting opportunity to grow your leadership skills while helping your community, the ROTC may be right for you.
Chief and I will be available at the back of the auditorium when this is over this evening. I'd like to introduce now Ms. Teresa Letitia, who will talk about the Arts Academy.
Thank you, Major. So the Jackson Academy of the Arts is a little different than the other academies, as it is based on electives. Students can pursue their interest in music, whether it's instrumental music or vocal music, or in the studio or graphic arts. When students apply to the academy, a performance requirement for their audition is something that they present. If they're working in the art strand for studio or graphic, they could present a portfolio, or they do a live audition for either singing or instrumental. A lot of that information is on our website, so students can preview what those tasks might look like. The Jackson Academy of the Arts was really developed in order to target students' interest, their passions, and their talents. It has 3 separate strands, so students who are in the Jackson Academy of the Arts would choose one of those strands. They would either choose to be in the art strand, the music strand, which has an instrumental component, and a choral component. We have state-of-the-art technology. Our piano labs have just been refurbished. We also have a dance studio, and our art studios have kilns and different mediums along with the Adobe Suite for all of their art projects. So to hear it from the students themselves, I present the Jackson Academy of the Arts.
The Jackson School District's Academy of the Arts is composed of 3 separate strands. There's studio and graphic art, vocal music, and instrumental music. Students that apply for JAA must decide which section best fits their artistic ability and then audition or submit a portfolio for that section. In the studio and graphic arts strand, students will develop and discover their unique skills and talents.
My favorite part of the Academy is being with other students who are also very passionate about art.
It is an integrated art and academic program that combines high standards and critical thinking, as well as a personalized environment to foster experimental and performance-based educational opportunities.
We've gained experience using a variety of medias, from paint, oil, pastels, and charcoal.
You could also switch into graphic art later on in the years.
The Academy gives you the chance to express yourself with little to no limitations, and you will meet some of your best friends in these next 4 years.
Art Academy students get to explore a variety of mediums, including both fine art and digital art making techniques. For example, students get to experiment with charcoal, pastels, watercolors, acrylic and oil paints, clay, and the Adobe Suite programs. Students in the Art Academy are also provided opportunities to enrich their experience through field trips to museums, working with resident artists, and painting murals in the school buildings. As a senior in the Art Academy, students are able to pursue an internship or independent study where they can deepen their exploration of a chosen topic. During their 4 years in the Art Academy, students will receive guidance on building an art portfolio for college and life beyond high school, as well as the opportunity to enroll in AP Art their senior year, earning college credit before graduating high school.
Every year we go on field trips to either Princeton Art Museum or the Newark one. My favorite part of the Princeton one was like all of the landscape paintings they had. I love the skies.
Students in the Art Academy will be in numerous classes together throughout the 4 years of their high school career, providing opportunities to build meaningful relationships with their peers and fellow Academy members.
Instrumental music offers great opportunities to expand your love and passion for music.
Probably the best part is you make a lot of friends in the Academy. I made a ton of friends here in the Academy, and you learn a lot of different things, and you kind of get a full-rounded education on music.
Being a member of the Instrumental Music Academy gives you more opportunities than a regular music student. Whether in the classroom piano lab, performing on a stage, attending one of our field trips, or participating in one of our master experiences, you will be guaranteed to take away a great range of musical knowledge.
Just give it a shot. We have a lot of people that are very interested in music and would love to get to meet you. We're a whole family here.
We encourage all instrumentalists to join us to continue your understanding and love for music.
The vocal strand is for students who are interested in all different types of vocal performance. Students have the opportunity to take individual lessons where they learn different singing techniques to help develop their voices in addition to performance and stage presence.
The best part about being in the Academy is probably being able to really expand my love of music and really take my craft to the next level.
Individual lessons also help prepare students for various auditions, including all-state choir, college, and scholarship auditions. The repertoire students work on in lessons is performed throughout the school year, as well as an end-of-the-year vocal recital.
To join the Academy, all you gotta do is fill out your online application and then audition. And the auditions are really fun, relaxed, and don't feel any pressure. It's very fun to join.
In addition to vocal lessons and performances, students who are accepted are automatically placed into concert choir or auditioned higher level choir at both Jackson Liberty and Jackson Memorial.
And my favorite is dessert theater because you get to sing with your friends and you get to sing for your peers and show them what you've been working on all year, and it's just such a great feeling.
Students will also take classes in music theory, piano, and music technology, where musicianship skills are reinforced and applied in various ways to help our students become the best musicians they can be.
And our final Academy presentation tonight is the Digital Media Academy. And here to tell you more about that is Mr. Ethan Noble.
Hello. Wow. I'm Mr. Noble. I run the Digital Media Academy in Jackson. I want to steal a line from Mr. McDevitt, who said earlier that Jackson really is a hidden gem. It's amazing. I came from the corporate film world about 11 years ago when I started teaching here, and what they give your students here is incredible. Whether they're passionate in the arts, like digital media, or vocal or instrumental, the ROTC program is second to none. And the STEM, the technology side of things, the business side of things, the opportunities your students get here are incredible. They really, really are. So the Digital Media Academy is unlike anything anywhere you find in the area. So what it does is it gives the students opportunity not just to do their morning news broadcast program, which a lot of schools will say, we have TV and film production, but what they really mean is they do the morning news in a class and do some news packages. We focus very heavily on the fundamentals of filmmaking, digital media, graphic design, and also television broadcasts, both news and scripted TV. 10 years ago, if you guys, your parents, your kids came home rather and were like, I want to be a filmmaker, you would have laughed at them and said, you'll never make any money doing that. Nowadays, with YouTube, all these websites, the amount of content online, there's billions of videos online. And these videos get made by somebody, they get produced by somebody, they get shot by somebody and edited by somebody. We have, no exaggeration, dozens of kids working in the field that graduated from here, working, making decent money, producing videos. So the opportunity is incredible for them to come here and take the Digital Media Academy. So they start out freshman year, they take a course that's split between graphic design and TV and film production. After the freshman year, if they like it, they get first pick in all the other classes. We have 12 different classes they could take in graphic design or film and television production. And they kind of work their way through. We have articulation agreements with colleges that allow them to get credit for certain schools when they go to for filmmaking. And internship possibilities their senior year where they can work with local businesses doing news or television or marketing materials, or even work for JTV. We shoot, you've probably seen our JTV bus out there before. We shoot and live broadcast 60 or 70 events a year, sporting events, concerts, plays, so we prepare kids as well if they want to do a field in that type of work. So I'm going to show you a quick video about it. And then one other thing about academies, I know a couple people mentioned this, but your kids don't need to be in an academy. They don't. It's just a great opportunity, if it's something they're interested in, to be able to take those courses all 4 years in high school. Whereas if they take a general curriculum, would take those classes later on in their high school career. But if they join, say, the Digital Media Academy freshman year, you come out of the gate and they're making films, they're editing, they're learning how to use the software. In STEM, they're building robots their freshman year as opposed to taking potentially another course, another option. So it's a great chance for them to really grow their interest in one of these subjects. But they have a regular high school experience when you're in one of the academies. It's not like you come in and they put you in a corner and all you work on is that certain thing. You have a regular high school experience. So you can do sports after school. Mostly you can do band. There's a couple conflicts with band, but you could do the musical. You could do all that stuff while you're at an academy. It doesn't interfere with a majority of your high school experience. They still take their regular gym classes with their friends, lunch with their friends, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't want anyone to get scared away thinking you're sending your kid to something that will silo them from everyone else. So I'm going to show you the video, and Mrs. LaCitra is going to go up after this is over, and at the end of the night, we're going to have a Q&A for anyone that has any questions about any of the academies. So here is a quick video on the Digital Media Academy.
Introducing the Jackson Academy of Digital Media. The Academy of Digital Media is a program that immerses students in real-world graphic design, television, and film production.
I'm Brooklyn Sylvan, and I've been in the Digital Media Academy since freshman year. My favorite part is probably both the projects and the environment. Like, it's a very chill environment to work in.
Students in the Digital Media Academy work on a wide variety of projects, from like music videos, short films, PSAs.
I've been a part of the Academy for the past 4 years and have been enjoying everything it's had to offer me. One of my favorite parts about being a member of the Academy is that I get to work with other students who are also interested in film, and we get to do group projects, and we also have great teachers and mentors who help us advance our skills.
Our nationally award-winning program puts state-of-the-art technology into the hands of students in a creative, team-centered environment.
We get to use DSLRs, we get to use tripods and gimbals and rigs and lighting and all that kind of stuff. My personal favorite is the newest camera that we got our hands on, being the Sony A7 Mark III. I'm just a really big fan of it, and it's a privilege to be able to use it.
Students have the opportunity to choose from over a dozen courses in 2 disciplines, video production and graphic design. In graphic design, students will work within the Adobe Creative Suite to learn the digital creative process from the ground up. Equipment includes a wide range of industry standard gear, including products from DJI, JVC, Canon, and Blackmagic. Editing is done with Premiere Pro, another part of the Adobe Creative Suite. Students will get to work with the same kind of high-tech tools you could find right on a professional film set, such as stabilized camera systems like the DJI Osmo and Ronin, aerial gear such as the Phantom 4 drone, and cinema standard cameras such as the Canon 6D Mark II and the Blackmagic Cinema camera. Academy students also work with GTV to produce up to 65 live events each year right on our own production truck.
The Academy just brings in so many new opportunities for you to try new things.
For more information, visit jacksondigitalacademy.org.
All right, so that's the Digital Media Academy. Again, at the end, we'll open up questions. Mrs. Lasitra? Yep.
So before we conclude with these last few slides, I just wanted to say again, the high school experience offers a myriad of opportunities for your students, for your children. I live in Jackson. I am very proud of the Jackson School District and all that it has to offer. My own 2 children graduated from the Jackson schools, and it always provided them invaluable experiences. We are just so proud that the academies offer another layer to that experience. The one other thing that's different with the academies is you travel with a cohort of students. So each semester you would be taking one elective class or one content area class, depending on which academy you're in, and you'd be traveling with those students throughout your 4 years. You still take your regular required classes within all of the academies and within the regular curriculum. The academies just give them a little bit more of a focused experience. Aside from just those cohorted groups, upon graduation, after completing the course sequences for all of these 5 programs, there is a notation on the student's transcript when they graduate that they fulfilled the requirements of an academy. And that's a great thing to have in your pocket when you're looking to apply for colleges. If you want to just view our curriculum, which shows classes across the spectrum in all content areas, there's a link on our Jackson website, or you can access directly from this presentation and look at our curriculum on our Atlas curriculum, which is a Rubicon program. Aside from just the regular curriculum that we have, which is rigorous and prepares all of your children for graduation, we offer a vast array of athletics activities at both high schools in which your students can participate. We also offer a variety of clubs with 100 different extracurricular activities, different programs after school, and different community events that they can get involved in. The academies, as long as some other classes, do provide opportunities for internships or independent studies, whatever your child is interested in doing. So we have some contact information here. In 8th grade, your children can reach out to their guidance counselors. But my name is on the slide. Again, I'm Teresa Lasitra. I am the Director of Curriculum. I am a proud educator. I've taught in Jackson for a long time and also have been an administrator for many years. If you're not sure who to reach out to, call me and I will either give you as much information as I can or guide you in the right direction. We also listed the handbook for both high schools. There's a link that'll take you directly to those pages, very similar to the handbooks that you utilize in middle school, and you can also see a lot of the things that the high schools have to offer. At the end of this session, before you leave, we have brochures and cards in the back with our academy website, jacksonacademies.com, and also the district website, jacksonsd.org, if you want to find out information about the high schools in general. We're going to open it up now to some questions. If you have any questions about the programs, any of the information we provided with you here tonight, and then after our Q&A, we also will all be here if you have any academy-specific questions for any particular strand that we presented to you, or any overall questions about the high school experience.
And also, this presentation is going to be on the district website, and the entire presentation tonight is on Jackson Television's YouTube channel. So just go to YouTube and type in Jackson Television. This will be on there. We'll also link to this from the district website, so you can look back if anyone missed it.
We are live tonight. Thank you for coming again in person, and to our studio audience out there. We're just so glad that you're here joining us for this information. So now we're going to open it up to any questions.
You guys are a lot quieter than your kids were. They had a lot of questions. Yes.
Yes.
Should be on.
Is it on? Okay, now I'm talking loud enough. Yes, so the question was for the STEM program, was there any type of testing? There is an administrative test in order to get into the STEM program and the business program. For the Academy of the Arts, there are auditions. It's performance-based. It's not assessment-based. And for the Digital Media Academy and ROTC, the 8th grade students sign up for that introductory class in their freshman year. There's information online that you can see for all of those academies, and we will have applications posted in December, so you can apply for the academy, and then they would give you more information as to when the testing will be. The testing is done on site, so they'll have a session at the Getz School, one at McAuliffe School, and then I think they have one on Saturdays for those students who may not have been able to attend.
That's
Yeah, they're looking at your basic knowledge of the sciences and the math, yes. And
good. Oh, go ahead.
Lori Henry, who oversees the STEM program, she would be able to give you more specific information, but you get in contact with me and I will make sure that she'd be able to get in contact with you.
And just reminded me another question that a lot of students asked, can I apply to multiple academies? The answer is you can apply to as many as you want and see which ones you get into, but ultimately you have to choose one and you can't switch academies once you choose. So feel free to apply as many as you want and see which ones your kids get into, and then they can make the decision if they're, which one.
One of our 8th grade students asked us that. We told them, apply to them all, see which ones you get accepted into, and then you make a choice. Then they asked, could I be in one academy in 9th grade and another academy in 10th grade and then another academy in 11th grade? And the answer to that was no, because you have to follow the sequence of classes. But you can be in an academy and still take other electives if they fit into your schedule. If you're not in an academy, you can still take art classes, you can still take science classes, physics classes, business classes. It's just the academy is more focused, and it guarantees that you get those into those classes at an entry level. So that would follow your interests and also your academic rigor. Did you have a question? Yes. So it is a competitive program. All of the academies are a competitive program with ROTC and the Digital Media Academy. You still file an application for the digital media and you take an introductory class, and then based on your performance, same thing in ROTC, you take that introductory class and then you choose to return in sophomore year. It's performance-based in the Academy of the Arts, and they're all auditions, and seating is limited. The same thing for the STEM program and the JAB program. But we do have academies in both schools. So there's a full academy at the Memorial High School, and there's a full academy at the Liberty High School. They look at the STEM assessment, and it's usually ranked by how they perform on that particular assessment. Any
Other questions?
Questions?
And Mrs. Lasitra, if we could just repeat their questions
Sure.
and the answer, because there's a bunch of
Thank
people
you.
watching at home and they
Yes.
can't hear them.
So she asked how many students are they accepting into the academies? Usually for the STEM and the business program, it's about 25 per school. 24 per school. Because of that class size in the Art Academy, it's 24 for the art strand, and for the music strand, it's 12 due to the piano lab and the acoustical piece that we have to go with it. And for ROTC, they just sign up, correct? And for the
Digital media, it's 40, 20 per school.
Yeah,
Well, although we can go higher depending on.
Yes. Yes. Yes, so the Academy with the music strand, there is a vocal audition. And again, that information is on the website. They show you what is needed for the audition. And in 8th grade, your teachers, once they know that a student is interested, the teachers can help them to prepare. They go over that audition process to help them and coach them along the way. Sure. No, so the Arts Academy has 3 separate strands, and you have to choose one. So if you're in the Music Academy and you're in the vocal strand, you're singing, but when you're up on, if you want to be up on stage, they're still doing set design. That might be the Art Academy, and then the instrumental students that are in the pit, that's the Instrument Academy. But they could still take electives in other classes. They're just following the requirements for the strand. And again, if you go in the program of studies, at the end it shows you the sequence of classes for like a regular science curriculum and then the STEM curriculum, a regular art curriculum, and a Studio Graphic Academy curriculum. Did you have another question? These are the 5 academies that we offer in Jackson, but again, we offer a comprehensive program in the high school, and as you saw with the numbers of students, a small percentage of our students do enroll in the academies because it gives them a very focused path. And our goal is to keep our Jackson students in Jackson. We want to provide them with the best education that we can, and there are other competing private schools around us. So with that being said, over the years, we've realized we wanted to offer our students a little bit more of a specialized role.
Another
Anything
question
else?
over there. Yep.
Sure. Yes. So they asked if a student didn't get in the first time or if someone drops out, is there a waiting list? We encourage all students to enter in 9th grade, but it depends on the specific population and the numbers at that time. Do you want to add anything to any?
Digital media allows the option for kids to apply sophomore year, but that's the last chance that they get. They just have to complete 4 courses in the course of high school, although most of our kids take more like 10, but 4 courses throughout high school to graduate as part of the Digital Media Academy. And ROTC, that you can do sophomore year as well, correct? Or junior, oh, okay, that's right.
Junior or senior.
Or junior or
too,
senior for ROTC.
Yes. So they asked, are they required to maintain certain grade requirements to stay in the academy? And yes, we ask all students to be passing their classes and to be participating. They do have handbooks specific to each academy that would outline that a little bit more in detail. And if you have any specific questions, again, reach out to me and I will be able to put you in touch with the person in the building that can meet with you or conference with you more specifically. Okay, do I get
One in
any
the
more
back there.
questions? One back there. The students cannot attend an academy or a vocational school because with the VOTEC program, they leave the building. There's not enough course time here in order for them to pursue that path. So VOTEC is another option that's different and aside from the academies. But thank you for asking that. Yes? What options are there for VOTEC? So I'm going to turn that over to Mr. Holtz.
What happens with VOTEC is kids apply at the end of, or during their sophomore year. So then they have the shared time program there. There are so many different programs there, everything from nursing type programs to automotive and so on. In the program of study, I believe we have a list of some of the programs in there, but I do recommend if you want to take a look at that to get on their website, they have a lot of information there. But again, that's sophomore year that we start to do that.
Yes.
When we take that?
Yep, so I will turn that over to Mr. Holt.
So what we do is we schedule every student like they're not going to be in an academy. So they pick their electives, they pick their core classes, and remember, teachers are making recommendations, so all of that comes into play. Once we're notified the students are in the academies, we then go in and hand schedule those academy students so they get into those, if necessary, cohort groups, meaning they travel together in certain classes, but not all. So up until that point, they schedule just like everybody else.
And just to let you know, so the timeline, the students would be applying in December. I think that closes the beginning of January, the application process. Then they prepare for either the assessment for either the JAB Academy or the STEM Academy, or the performance audition for the Academy of the Arts. That is in February. And then we let you know by the first or second week in March. So students are notified of that in due time so that they can make informed choices as to either which academy they want to accept or which path they decide they want to take.
I'm just going to jump in real quick again. I know this has been said a few times tonight, but it's really important you understand this. You don't have to have or be in an academy to have a great experience in high school. It is a wonderful opportunity for kids. But there are so many opportunities outside the academies. It's not just the rigor we talk about. It's the electives that are available, because when you think about specializing in certain areas or taking a certain pathway, as we do in STEM or JA, or with JAB, where they're doing a lot of JAB, being Jackson Academy of Business, what they're doing is they're using their elective time in some departments or at some academies. They're using their core classes in others. So it lends themselves to different types of experiences. So again, the program of study has a lot of this information. I know we referred you to the website as well. Get on there and take a look at that. The thing is this too, is if your child's thinking about it, or if you're thinking about it but they're not so interested, they can apply. Have them apply. It's just like applying to college from a standpoint of, if you don't apply, you'll never get in. You want to have that choice or that option. So, you know, again, not mandatory. We have kids that come in here who are high-achieving, high-performing students that do not ever set foot into an academy model. And it's the right fit for them. So keep that in mind. But there are opportunities in the academies that lend themselves to, you know, like-minded people doing like-minded things. So it's a little bit of a different experience. But a lot of the classes, as the kids move through, start to get the cohort group, and they start to share with other students. So you may be sitting with an academy student, and you may be sitting with a student not in the academy, depending on the course. But again, they're very specific to each academy and the differences. So take a look at that website. That'll give you a lot more information.
Yes, and as Mr. Holt said, the academies are a small group that provide opportunities. As you saw we told you how many students are admitted into the academies. It's another option, it's another path that your child can take. Our high school offers tremendous opportunity. We have graduates that go to Ivy League colleges. We have graduates that go on to do wonderful, amazing research. So our schools provide wonderful experiences. And as the director of curriculum, I work hard every day to ensure that those opportunities are available to each and every student. The academy is just a piece of that. We have extracurricular activities, we have athletics, we have clubs, we have different programs. We just wanted to expose all of that to you tonight to give you a taste of what high school life could be, and to start you thinking and planning with your child so that they know all of their opportunities. And as Mr. Holt said, they can apply to as many things as they want and make their choices informed, so that their high school experience will be a wonderful experience for you and for them. So now we're going to close tonight. I thank the people at home for watching. I thank all of you here for joining us. We do have some information on the back table, but we are here, my colleagues, my team here and I are here to answer any academy-specific questions that you may have that we may not have answered. And if you leave here tonight and have any more, please feel free to email me directly. I'm always available, and I'd be glad to get back to you to give you as much information as you need. Good luck. Have a very, very healthy and happy holiday season. Thanks to everyone on behalf of my team and myself. Have a great evening.